Stop scrolling for a moment. This isn't just another video. This is a divine interruption. The moment heaven reaches into your ordinary day to remind you of something eternal. You are not reading these words by chance. These words were sent to find you. You've always felt different. While others could settle for less, something in your spirit refused to. While the world chased noise and applause, your heart longed for something deeper: truth, purpose, peace. That wasn't confusion. That was calling. That quiet tension inside you has always been heaven's whisper saying, "You were made for more." God's fingerprint has been on you since before your first breath. And though time, people, and pain tried to smudge it away, the mark remains. You are light, even when you've forgotten how to shine. Picture yourself as a lantern walking through a thick forest. The branches scratch, the air grows cold, shadows try to close in. But your flame, even faint, makes darkness tremble. That's why you faced so much opposition, because darkness only fights what threatens it. Your toughest battles weren't always visible. You smiled while breaking inside. You helped others while your own heart ached for answers. People called you strong, not knowing the storms you survived alone. But God saw. He counted every tear. He heard every wordless prayer in the quiet hours. And not a single moment of pain was wasted. There was once a man who spent years waiting. Others seemed to move forward while his life stood still. He wondered if God had forgotten him. But in that silence, roots were growing deep, unseen, but unshakable. When his season finally came, it wasn't fragile. It was ready. Maybe that's you right now, tired of delay, unsure if heaven still remembers. But hear this: waiting is not rejection. Waiting is preparation. You are not buried, you are planted. Hidden beneath the soil, growth is happening. Strength is forming. And when your season breaks open, no force will stop what God has begun. Isaiah 41 verse 10 still speaks today. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and uphold you. That is your promise. Right now, strength is awakening. Courage is being reborn. And you are not walking alone. Even when you felt invisible, heaven stood beside you. Even when the valley seemed endless, His hand steadied your steps. This isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. You are chosen. You are called. You are appointed for this exact moment in time. But your agreement matters. Don't brush this off as emotion. This is your spirit remembering who you are. If this message stirs something deep within you, speak it out. Write your declaration below. It doesn't have to be perfect, just real. Say, I will rise. Say, I choose faith. Say, I hear you, God. That moment of response isn't for anyone to see. It's between you and heaven. You have been underestimated by people, but never by God. You have been delayed by circumstances, but never denied by destiny. You have been wounded by others, but you are being healed by grace. And soon, your story will not just lift you, it will lift others who are silently waiting for hope. Share this message if it echoes inside you. Not for numbers, not for views, but to let light travel beyond your screen. If your spirit feels this truth, type 777 as a sign that you agree. Completion is coming. This is not the end of your waiting. This is the beginning of your unfolding. Heaven has not forgotten your name. Your life has never been ordinary. You were never meant to blend in. From the beginning, you were marked to stand out. Your struggles were not punishment, they were proof of purpose. Ordinary lives don't face extraordinary battles. Every rejection refined you. Every heartbreak shaped your compassion. Every unanswered prayer built endurance. Like a potter shaping clay, God's hand has never left you, even in the fire. The flames weren't there to destroy you, but to strengthen you, so that you could carry something precious: divine oil, heavenly purpose, spiritual power. You are a vessel forged in fire, and that's why you've survived what others couldn't. Psalm 34 says, "The Lord is near to the broken-hearted." You are living proof of that. You have been crushed, but not destroyed. Broken, but now becoming whole. Your pain is turning into power. Your story is shifting from survival to significance. And this very moment, is heaven's reminder. You were chosen before the foundation of the world. You were called when you thought you were forgotten. And you are being sent now, into the world that needs your light. So rise, chosen one. The silence is ending. The waiting is breaking. Your time has come. You are not who you were. You are who heaven has declared you to be. Pause for a moment. This isn't background noise. This is a divine interruption. Heaven stepping into your day to remind you that your life is not ordinary. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are becoming. Loneliness has walked beside you, but you were never truly alone. Even in silence, God sat beside you. When people misunderstood your heart, heaven understood your tears. When you were overlooked, the one who counts stars whispered your name. There is something sacred about the hidden seasons, the quiet years where no one clapped, yet your spirit kept breathing. Those hidden seasons built a foundation no storm can destroy. When others sprinted ahead, you learned to stand firm. When others were celebrated, you were being cultivated. Your roots went deeper while no one was watching, and that depth is the reason you will not be shaken now. Chosen one. Your scars are not shame. They are sacred markings, proof that healing came, that grace reached you, that you survived what was meant to end you. Don't hide them. They are your testimony. Every scar is a story that says, "I made it." Lift your head. The heaviness that followed you was not a curse, it was preparation. The confusion that once surrounded you will soon make sense. You have been marked, molded, and carried by the very hand of God. Though your road has been narrow, it is leading to a wide space, a destiny designed only for you. You've walked through silent battles that no one knew existed. You laughed in public and wept in private. You encouraged others while feeling empty inside. You whispered questions in the dark that never left your lips in daylight. And though the world missed it, heaven recorded every moment. Every rejection was a redirection. Every person who left was part of your protection. You weren't abandoned, you were separated. To be chosen means to be set apart. And separation feels like isolation before it reveals its purpose. Think of a soldier in training. While others rest, he's awake. While others relax, he's refining his endurance. That's you. While others coasted, you were carved. It looked unfair, but it was divine strategy. You were being built to carry a weight others could not. Paul wrote, "We are pressed but not crushed, perplexed but not in despair, struck down but not destroyed." That's your story. Pressed, yet still breathing. Knocked down, yet still standing. Every time life tried to silence you, you rose again. Your very existence is evidence that you were chosen. Let me tell you of a young man who seemed to have it all together. success, recognition, applause. But inside, he felt hollow. He couldn't understand why the world's noise left him empty. One night, in quiet surrender, he realized the truth. His hunger was holy. No earthly applause could satisfy what only heaven could fill. His emptiness wasn't a curse, it was a compass. And that compass led him back to God. Your own battles have done the same. They've exposed what truly matters. Your tears have been silent prayers. Your stillness has been strength forming quietly. Even when you thought you were breaking, God was building. Every lonely night became a chapter of endurance. Every hidden battle became training for what's next. Now pause for a moment and do something prophetic. Write these words where others can see them. Destiny calls. Why those words? Because they declare that you are listening, that your spirit recognizes the voice of purpose. You are saying, my life is not random. My calling is louder than my pain. My story is not over. When you type Destiny Calls, you are answering heaven's invitation. You are saying, yes, Lord, I hear you. I trust you. I will rise. That simple act becomes an echo through eternity. It tells the world, and it tells your own soul, that your future is unfolding even now. Understand this, chosen one. Your hidden struggles have never been weakness. They are signs of depth. Shallow roots cannot survive storms, but yours have gone deep. Loneliness taught you reliance. Rejection taught you resilience. Pain taught you presence, how to sit in the silence and still believe. One day people will look at your strength and call it natural. They'll admire your peace, your poise, your light. What they won't know is the cost, the private wars that shaped you. But heaven knows, and heaven honors every silent battle you fought. So lift your chin again. You are not the product of defeat. You are the evidence of divine endurance. As long as you are still breathing, your purpose is still alive. And your story is only just beginning. What tried to bury you has become the very soil your destiny grows from. The pain that felt endless was planting roots for unshakable faith. The silence that felt cruel became the classroom where you learned to recognize God's whisper. Every tear you cried was a seed, and the harvest is coming. When you declare Destiny Calls, you're not typing words. You're opening doors. You're saying, yes, I will step into the unknown. I will walk in faith, not fear. I will trust that God's plan still stands. And when you do, heaven moves. Angels take their positions. Darkness loses its grip, and light begins to rise again. Chosen one, your destiny isn't waiting somewhere far away. It's here. It's unfolding. Every battle built you for this moment. Every delay refined you for this assignment. The weight you carried was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to strengthen you. God trusted you with a heavier load because He knew you could rise beneath it. You are not ordinary. You are extraordinary by design. Like a tree that must grow deep roots before it rises tall, your storms have made you steady. What felt like crushing was actually creation. Think of a blacksmith at the fire. The metal bends, the hammer strikes, the flames roar, but every blow is shaping strength. Every spark is crafting purpose. You are that vessel, forged by fire, refined for destiny. So don't curse the weight that made you wise. Don't despise the silence that made you still. You have been carrying more because you were created for more. And now, the time has come to step forward. Not as the broken one, but as the chosen one. Not as the wounded, but as the warrior. Your scars are your crown. Your pain is your proof. And your destiny is calling your name. Answer it. rise, and walk into the life heaven has been preparing all along. There is a kind of trust that only heaven gives, a sacred confidence that says, I know you won't give up, even when others do. God saw what was in you long before you saw it yourself. He knew your endurance would hold when others fell apart. And now look at you, standing stronger, breathing deeper, seeing life through clearer eyes. The storms didn't disappear, but something inside you shifted. You no longer fear the heaviness you carry. You've learned how to hold it differently, not as a curse, but as proof that you were never meant to be crushed, only refined. That weight wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Every tear, every silent battle, every sleepless night was shaping a warrior. You are not who you used to be, fragile, doubtful, unsure. You've become a vessel of strength, a soul that learned to glow even in the dark. Chosen one, hear this. The burden you carried was training for the blessing that's coming. Without the weight, you wouldn't have the wisdom. Without the struggle, you wouldn't have the authority to lift others. The pain that broke you in private is the same story that will one day heal others in public. Your heartbreak became your classroom. Heaven molded you in silence so that when your voice finally spoke, it would carry power. You were forged in fire, born to bring light, trained in battles no one else could see. So do not curse the heaviness. It is not a chain, it is evidence that you were trusted with more. And because you carried it, you are now ready for the greater that is waiting. Your light is not small. Darkness recognizes it, even when you don't. Have you noticed? The more you tried to live quietly, the louder the attacks became. That's because your very presence disturbs what hides in the shadows. Your prayers, even the whispered ones, carry authority. Your faith, even when trembling, moves mountains unseen. You are like a torch in a cave. You don't need to shout to make darkness flee. Simply being lit is enough. That is who you are, a living flame. And the enemy fought so hard to silence you because your voice carries light. But remember this truth. Darkness can fight, but it cannot win. The proof is you. You have survived every storm designed to put out your fire, and yet, you still burn. And in this season, God is not only keeping your light alive, He is making it shine brighter. The psalmist declared, "The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear?" That light inside you was never yours alone. It was His all along. And because it's His, it cannot be extinguished. So take a breath. Feel this moment. You are not reading by accident. Heaven aligned this message with your timing. If this word touches you, don't let it stop with you. Share it. Let the flame spread. Because somewhere, someone is still in the dark, waiting for a spark that only you can carry. And if you feel led to give, give as you are moved. This space, this message, is like a well in the desert. People come thirsty and leave refreshed. Your prayers, your encouragement, your support, they all keep the well flowing. But understand, this message is never for sale. The Word of God cannot be bought or sold. Whether you give or not, His Word remains yours, freely and fully. Because this is about more than money, it's about movement. You are part of something rising, a generation of flames becoming an unquenchable blaze across the earth. Your light unsettles darkness. Your faith shakes shadows. Even when you felt empty, heaven saw victory in your persistence. You are proof that light cannot be silenced. Keep going. Keep shining. Even when the night feels long, someone is waiting for your glow to guide them out. And remember, you are not shining alone. All over the world, others are rising too. Chosen ones, carrying fire, forming one great flame. Together, you are unstoppable. Together, you are light. This is only the beginning. Your scars are not your shame, they are your signature. They tell the world, I walked through fire, and I did not burn away. What God started in you, He will finish. You stand at a divine crossroads. This is not just another day. The air feels heavier because the decision before you is holy. Heaven leans close, waiting for your yes. You can't live halfway anymore. You can't keep one foot in faith and the other in fear. God is calling for full surrender, not your perfection, but your permission. Imagine a traveler standing with two heavy bags, one filled with regret, the other with comfort zones. To step forward, he must drop both. That's what God is asking, to walk lighter, freer, ready for newness. He doesn't want your performance. He wants your honesty. Bring your broken pieces, your quiet fears, your whispered prayers, and He will turn them into strength. There was once a person who loved God, but loved control more. They stood at the edge of surrender for years, saying, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow never came, until one day they said, enough. And the moment they truly let go, the chains fell, and life began. This is your moment. You haven't missed your chance. Mercy is still holding the door open. Step through it. Because the path ahead will make every past tear finally make sense. Type 444 in the comments if your spirit says yes. Not as superstition, but as declaration. 4 corners, 4 winds, 4 foundations. God's order, God's stability. Let that number mean, I choose His way. The door is open, but it won't stay open forever. Heaven waits for your yes, not next week, now. This is your intersection, your invitation, your awakening. When you look back, you'll see a map of battles fought in silence. You weren't alone in those fights. Heaven was moving behind the curtain. When fear pressed against your chest, God breathed peace into your lungs. When danger surrounded you, angels stood between you and the blow. You didn't survive by chance. You were protected by design. Every whispered, help me, sent armies into motion. Even when you couldn't see it, heaven was fighting for you. So stand tall, chosen one. The battle that was meant to destroy you became the fire that defined you. You are living proof that light always wins. You are not a flicker, you are a flame. And your time is now.